Morning, students. In first part of theoretical, in first theoretical part of research methodology, we talked about definition of research methodology and what is the purpose of doing research. We also talked about different definitions and how what is the process of doing research. How you start with a problem, identifying a problem, and then you gather information and data from different places. Then you combine them, analyze your data, and accordingly you will present your conclusion. We also talked about hypothesis part, which is basically a generalization of a conclusion. Uh, Now we'll move to the next part of the same presentation. So let me share my PPT first. So this we have already done. So I'm moving from these slides. These things we have definition, objectives, and this was the last topic that we did. That was the purpose of research. And basically, research is done to extend knowledge, to put light on hidden facts or mysteries, generalization of laws, to verify and test the existing facts and theories, and then finding solution to a problem that we have observed at a certain area. As a student, what are the different regions for you to go for a research? The first objective or first region is the same. That is why you guys are here listening this video or joining my class to get research degree. Then it is a part of your curriculum and you have to complete it to get your degree. Or PhD people who are doing PhD, they get a research degree. Desire to face challenges in solving the unsolved problems. If there is certain area which is still, unsolved, or so you can by doing research you can find out some solution. Desire to get intellectual by doing some recreative work. Obviously, when you do something different than your stereotype studies, there is a lot of learning that will take place and that will be beneficial for you guys. Desire to be service to the society. When in first class only I talked about that in management, whatever type of research we are doing, they are part of social science. So basically whatever we are doing, that well, that is related to society only. Desires to get responsibility. So if you are working on a certain problem or certain area, then you can find yourself responsible for that particular problem, getting solution of that particular type of problem. Then there is a serious discussion between research methods versus research methodology. The topic that has been given to you by the council is research methodology. So what is the difference between research methods and research methodology? Now see, as the definition says, that research methods is, it basically refers to the methods or techniques that researcher is using in performing his research operations. So you are having a research problem and you are working on it. So whatever methods, whatever procedures you are following is your research methods. But when it comes about research methodology, methodology is the study. You talk about different words that ends with logy. For example, biology, that is study of animal thing. Okay, sociology, study of social societies. Okay, so it means it is basically a systematic study of different methods that can be, applied in research. So research methodology, it may be understood as a science of studying how research is done scientifically. So when you are doing scientifically, what are the different types of methods that you can adopt? The study of studying those type of methods comes under research methodology. In research methodology, we study the various steps that are generally adopted by researcher in studying his research problem along with the logic behind them. So there are various type of methods that can be used. You, according to your choice and your requirement, you adopt a certain method of research methodology. So there are different types of methods in research methodology in which you can choose one according to your choice and requirement. So this is the basic difference between research methods and research methodology. Criteria of a good research. How should a good research should be? Purpose should be clearly defined. That is your problem part. The topic on which you are doing research, that should be clearly defined. That should be crystal clear. Common concepts to be used. You do not use have to very fairy language or very foreign kind of words. Okay. So you need to use the words or concept that are easy to understand. Explain procedure clearly for continuity. So you have to explain the methodology part or the procedural part very clearly, because maybe after a certain period of time, some person will try to replicate your research, and so that to find out that whether this research is applicable in today's time or in that time also. Okay, so that your procedure should be clearly mentioned so that someone can replicate it. Result should be objective as possible. Your result should be objective. It should be very concise. It should be very brief. You don't have to generalize your results. Okay? And it should be free from biasness. Report with frankness. Acknowledge procedural flaws. Obviously, at the last of any research, what we do, we insert a topic called limitations, in which you will accept all the limitations which were there during your research, and you have to acknowledge all the flaws and all the limitations that you had, limitations of the study. Appropriate statistical test of significance. Now, this is applicable where you are playing with data. Okay, when you are doing some statistical operations on data to find out the result, then you have to choose a particular type of test based on your requirement. So जैसे statistics में आपने पढ़ा होगा mean, median, mode, and there are different types of tests like ANOVA, regression, factor analysis. So depending on the type of problem you are in, you are working on, you have to choose appropriate test. Reliable outcome measures, and you have to ensure that you are following the test and following the test, and your outcomes, your results are reliable. Then you have to justify your conclusion with data. So you have to conclude whatever your data is saying. You don't have to put in your perception into your conclusion or final conclusion. Limitations of data, as we discussed earlier, that there may be some limitations of data also. For example, if you're giving your questionnaire to be filled by some people, your sample is, maybe your sample is people who are working in hotel industry. So maybe some of the people who don't, take interest in your questionnaire. So they will just randomly fill it so that for the sake of time की फटाफट इस दिया और दे दिया आपको, उसको ठीक से पढ़ा भी नहीं. So that is one of the limitations. So likewise, there can be lots of limitations for your data also. Experienced researcher, it should be systematic, logical. Okay, these things we have already discussed in definition. A good research can be explained by the term FINER, FINER, where this acronym, where all the letters stand for a particular word. So a good research topic should be feasible, interesting, novel, ethical, and relevant. So these are the criteria that is collectively called final. So when I say feasible, choose your topic. I have already told you in class 1 only that choose your topic which you can do. You will be able to do that. So do not go beyond your limitations. So it should be feasible. It should be possible to recruit the number of subjects required to provide the answer to the research question within the time frame of the planned research. And whatever the requirement is there for that research, you should have all those requirements. You should have all those resources. Okay, rather. So it should not be, and at later on it should not be that you were having shortage of funds or shortage of equipment or shortage of supplies. That is why your research was not it could not be carried as you liked it, as you have liked it. So this is what feasibility is. The investigator must have required expertise. The cost of doing research should be affordable, or financial resources should be available rather. So there are research in which you get financial help from universities or organizations to conduct a particular type of research. We have discussed that interest is most important part. The researcher should have interest in the topic that he has chosen. Novelty, obviously, as I discussed earlier, that the topic should be something that has been discussed in some way or other, okay, by other researcher also. But still, your work should have a particular edge to it. You should have done something that nobody has done. Within the same framework that within जो बाकी लोग कर रहे हैं, आपने कुछ वैसा ही करा है, लेकिन जो पॉइंट आपने लिया है वो बिल्कुल अलग है. ठीक है, वो अभी गैप में था, वो अभी तक किसी ने टच नहीं करा था. सो यू हैव टू कम अप विद सर्टेन पॉइंट which is completely new. Ethics, obviously whenever you are doing research kind of thing, ethics is an important thing that you have to consider, and these issues must be addressed at the early stage. For example, when you are giving your questionnaire to be filled by respondents, so if the person doesn't want his name to be disclosed later on, then you don't have to disclose his name or his organization at the time of you are presenting the data. These are the ethical things. Obviously, when you are taking something from other people's work, then you have to properly mention the the person from the person's work in your reference part also. Relevance, it should not be obsolete. The topic that you have chosen, it should not be obsolete. It should be relevant. It should be quite in thing, or even if it is some older term or some old thing, you have to present it in some novel way. So it should be relevant. I think we have completed the theoretical part of this first chapter. Now what you have to do, you just jot down some points that are the qualities of a good research. I've already discussed how to choose a topic. You need to make a short notes about the same thing, that how to choose a topic. Where to find research articles, that we have already covered. Different journals of hospitality where you can find different research papers, that you have to mention at least 4 or 5 journals where hospitality research are. Different parts of a research paper that you don't have to do now, that will cover later on in due course. So this completes this chapter, and